What if the real danger after cancer is not the disease itself, but quietly accepting a life that stops moving forward? Hi, I'm Cloud. Glad you're here. I was diagnosed with lung cancer. It still feels surreal to say that out loud. This channel is my way of making sense of all this. A place to chronicle the ups and downs and challenges of lung cancer. My hope is something here resonates with you. Here we are surviving. No, thriving with cancer. Finally, I truly pray that someday soon I can run again. Hi, so it's another day and it's another grind. But we got this. You and me, right? Rehab and recovery. Tonight I want to thank you for joining me in this journey for recovery and healing. I appreciate your time. I invite you to get your session, get your workout, get your activity, your rehab, your recovery underway as well. So follow along. Come on, we got this, you and me. Stagnant, paused, not moving, at still. Yes, definitely. As optimistic as I was 3 weeks ago about my program for this month of January, I feel that towards the tail end of this month, this last week has been a miss. I definitely have not lived up to my goals and my expectations. But it's okay, it's all right. First of all, we understand it, we see it, we recognize it, we're aware of it, so now we fix it, right? That's what we do. You know, recovery teaches this uncomfortable truth. If you don't define progress for yourself, your mind will define failure for you. And never is this more true than what I feel and what I think today. Yes, in order to succeed, in order to progress, we have to define what progress and success means. So tonight there's a couple of things, 3 things that I want to share with you that I think can help us, can help me get out of this rut. First of all, I need measurable goals. Goals that I can define objectively. I need to be able to define exactly how far I want to walk or I want to run, or how much resistance I'm going to be able to put up on the elliptical, or how many pounds I'm intentionally lift, how many reps, or even the number of push-ups that I'm doing. It needs to be measurable. I need to be able to say how many times I've done the task or I can do the task. Realize too that saying that it is measurable does not mean it must be impressive. It means I need to be honest. It's trackable. I can write it. I can list it. And lastly, it means it is undeniable. Can I tell you that after my lung surgery, I had to relearn what my body could do. And it's a continuing learning process. It hasn't stopped. I could not rely on who I used to be. I had to meet myself where I was. Every small, measurable target became solid proof for me that healing is happening, even when it felt or it feels painfully slow. And at a time like this, it feels like it's moving like molasses. I know that progress doesn't require comparison to my past self. And I know that it requires evidence that today is not the same as yesterday. So it has to be measurable goals. I think the second thing that can help me get out of this rut is the goals and the objectives that I come up with need to be tied to a reasonable amount of time that they can be done, that they can be performed. This could be the hardest lesson of all, to be honest with you. Cancer recovery destroys your relationship with time. It certainly has for me. I want my body to catch up to my mindset. I want weeks of progress in days. Quick, prompt. But I know it hasn't happened that way, and it continues to not happen that way. I want answers now. Well, healing does not negotiate, especially not after chemo. We must know that a reasonable time frame, it honors biology, not our mindset, not our ego. It has to be realistic. It understands that nerves regenerate slowly, muscles decondition quickly, lungs. My lung, yes, the one that they took out. Well, what's left of it anyways? They adapt gradually. Fatigue is not laziness, it's information. I have to realize that when I respect time, I stop seeing pauses as failures. I have to say that one more time. That I need to stop seeing pauses as failures and to start seeing them as part of the process. My wife always tells me that stagnation often is not caused by doing nothing. On the contrary, it's caused by expecting too much too fast. She tells me this every day, to be patient with myself. And then burning out emotionally when the body doesn't comply. The third thing I think that can help us get out of this rut in our recovery is the realization that we need to celebrate the milestones. Everything that goes right our way in the times that they come, we need to celebrate them. We need to announce them. We need to pat ourselves in our back. Let me tell you my experience. Cancer is a way of training your brain to wait for bad news. You learn to brace instead of celebrate. You postpone joy until the scan is clean or the lab value looks good or the labs are stable. The side effects are not visible. All these things. But if you delay celebration until everything is perfect, you may never acknowledge how far you've come. You have to celebrate the little things that go the right way, your way, even if they are little. The positive milestones anchor meaning for us. Celebrating a milestone is not denial of struggle. It's a recognition of effort. I leave you with this question. If progress no longer looks like who you used to be, will you still recognize it, honor it, and keep moving forward?